Why in the world do I have a rubber ducky in my hand? And what does rubber ducky have to do with being a great presenter? I'll get to that in a moment. But first, I want to talk to you about your brain. In the thousands of speakers we've trained over the years, one of the most common challenges we come across has to do with what we call the psychology of speaking. In other words, how do you master your mind when you're presenting? My name's Robert Graham. I'm the founder of GrahamComm, and we've been helping people become outrageously good speakers and control their minds for almost 20 years. Here are 3 rules for mastering your speaking psychology. Number 1, you're better than you think. Now, I'm not just saying this, it's true. Have you ever seen yourself speak on video? If you have, you were probably horrified. In fact, most people's first response when they see themselves on video is either I need to join a gym, or I need a haircut, or I need to dress better. But once you get past the vanity issues, if you're like most, you realize that you're not quite as bad as you thought. Just last week, we were doing a presentation training in Silicon Valley. We do exercises in the morning, and at lunch, people watch their videos. One woman had never seen herself speak before. And she was amazed that she didn't look nearly as nervous as she had felt at the time. And she realized that what she was saying made more sense than it seemed it was making while she was speaking. So remember that no matter how cringe-worthy your videos are, and I'm not going to deny that a glass or 2 of wine can make watching them a bit easier, chances are you are much better than you think. Rule number 2, don't apologize. I saw a presentation recently and the speaker lost his place for a few seconds. Instead of calmly pausing, checking his notes, and moving on, he got flustered and he blurted out, I'm sorry, hang on a second, I lost my place. When he watched the video later, he could barely even see where he had lost his place. Look, if you spill your coffee on someone, definitely apologize for that. But otherwise, just focus on this 3rd tip. Be the duck. Now, if you've ever seen a duck swimming across a pond or a lake, you know that it just glides peacefully across the water. Above the surface, it's calm as can be. But underneath, its feet are paddling like mad. Now, if you're like me, your brain is like the duck feet, right? It's spinning, it's flapping, but above the surface, we want to come across with calm confidence. We all make mistakes. We're not shooting for perfection. I personally screw up almost every presentation I ever do. In fact, I've already screwed up this video a couple of times. But most of the time, nobody knows it because they don't know what I was going to say and I don't let on that anything happened. So, next time you lose your place, you get things out of order, or realize that you forgot the most important point in your first slide, don't panic. Remember the 3 golden rules of speaking psychology. You're better than you think, don't apologize, and no matter what happens, be the duck. I'd love to read your own best practices and thoughts on speaking psychology in the comments section. Please share this video with anyone you know who wants to be a better speaker. And if you like this, subscribe to it, and we'll make sure you know when the next one's out. You ever see yourself speak on video? Well, if you have, you were probably horrified. Now remember that no matter how cringe-worthy your videos are, and I'm not going to deny that having, 6 or 7 beers doesn't help watch those videos. He blurted out, I don't know what the hell I'm doing.